All right, we started. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We're just going to give everyone a couple minutes to get settled into our webinar, and then we'll get started. Good evening, everybody. We'll be getting started in about 2 minutes. Just make sure we have give people enough time to get into the webinar, and then we'll get started.
Look at all these nice attendees, Miss Medley.
Yeah, I know. Our numbers keep cropping up, so we'll give everyone just a little bit longer to get in. Probably one more minute and get started. We are recording tonight. I'll say that again in another minute, but we are recording. So if anyone is unable to be with us to be able to view what we're doing and you're just on audio, we will have the information and we will be posting. We'll be posting this on our YouTube channel as well. So just give everyone about 30 more seconds to get settled in for the next hour. We're just about to hit 100. Oh, we hit 100.
I feel like I'm watching a stock.
Yeah, I know. It's good. Exciting. Welcome, everyone. We're just giving everyone a couple more seconds to get into the webinar and we'll get started. All right, I think it's 6:32. So, and our numbers, I think we are still going up, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So good evening, everyone. My name is Jessica Smedley, and I am the Director of Counseling in West Windsor, Plainsboro Regional School District. And welcome tonight to Michael Orff, who is joining us from Mercer County Technical Schools to give some information about both the shared time programming available to our students and also the full-time academy programs that are available. So just a few housekeeping things, and then I'll give it over to Mr. Orff. Tonight's session is being recorded. So if you missed some information or want to go back and view anything that you heard or saw tonight, you can certainly do that. We will post it on our district YouTube channel. So if you aren't subscribed to that, you can go ahead and subscribe or just go directly. There is a link from our district main page right to the YouTube site, and you can view from there. Also, the transcription will be available on there. I know that's helpful to some of our families. Additionally, anything that you missed or you have a question about that we're unable to cover tonight, you can we have our chat turned off, but we have Q&A turned on. So I will be kind of monitoring and answering what I can in the Q&A. We won't be able to have time or the availability with this number of attendees to get to everyone's individual questions tonight. So if you do have a question, I will try to answer it. Mr. Orff will answer things also at the end. So I'm going to help him kind of try to gather the most frequently asked questions, but certainly each of your children has an assigned school counselor who is there to help them with this academic planning process, whether you're an 8th grade parent looking at the academy programs or a 10th grade parent looking or family member looking at the shared time program. So we encourage you to reach out to them as well following this for more information if there's something you're confused about. There's also a wealth of information on the MCTS website, which you'll get the link to in the presentation tonight. We can put it in, send that broadcast that out to you who are available, so you have that direct link. And I think that's pretty much it. So I will go, without further ado, I'll hand it over to Mr. Orff.
Thank you very much, Ms. Smedley, and good evening, everybody. Thank you, parents and students, for joining us. It's really, really great to have all of you here, and I'm very pleased to be able to talk to you about our programs. I am the Director of Pupil Services at Mercer County Technical Schools. I've worked here for 10 years, and I love it. It's the best. It's the best place I've ever worked, best job I ever had. I'm going to start tonight by talking about the shared time programs. Please just know that whenever I'm referring to career technical education in general, it's all of it. It's the academy programs, it's the shared time programs. And one of the things I like to tell students is long ago when I hate when old people say this, but you can tell by my gray hair, I am an old person, so I'm going to say it. When I was your age, students, students had to choose between going to college or going to the tech school, and there was not a middle of the road. You got to choose, or you were told you're going to college and you're going to the tech school. And the students who went to the tech school became carpenters and machinists and electricians and nurses and cosmetologists and diesel mechanics and graphic artists and chefs. And they are all retired now and have houses on the beaches. And I went to college and got a couple degrees, and I'm still paying off my student loans. But the great thing is now students do not have to choose between college or career technical education. In fact, 77% of the students who come to either one of our programs, shared time or academies, go on to college after they finish high school. And those who don't get to enter a career as opposed to just taking a job after they graduate, as opposed to taking an entry-level thing. All of our programs, shared time or academy, offer certifications in that specific area, usually two, sometimes only one, but more often than not, two certifications that enable them to step into a career as opposed to starting from an entry-level place. Additionally, most of the programs, the shared time programs, offer a small amount of college credit, between 6 and 12 credits per program through our articulation agreement with Mercer County Community College. The academy programs offer a lot more, between 30 and 40. That's just if you do the courses the way that we've got them laid out. So we'll talk more about all of that stuff, but I'm going to share my presentation now. One of the other things that I like to start with. There it is. One of the things that I like to start with our academy programs. No, stop. There we go. Is a little video that I like to warn the students. It is what I call corny on purpose. So if there are parents out there, they will probably remember this television show called Family Matters. It was a show in the 90s with Urkel, and the father was a policeman, and it was a big family, and it was a sitcom. We took some of our own students and staff members and made a very quick 1-minute video that is a spoof of the opening credits of that show. So students, if you see the kiddos in this video making cheesy smiles at the camera or corny smiles at the camera, it is corny on purpose. And you'll also get to see a glimpse of all of the different programs that we offer in this video. It's just a minute long, so hopefully that'll start us off with a laugh, and then we'll get into the presentation.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. It's all I see. It's a tower of dreams. Feel love bursting out of every scene. We're gonna feel our time happiness. So we smile at the blues, dead room, you, room, gentle hearts and opportunity. Family.
Yes. So obviously we talked a little bit about early exposure to careers, the opportunity to earn college credit and high school credit. We're talking about the shared time programs now, so I'm speaking to the 10th grade students and parents. But 8th grade parents and students, I want you to know about these programs too, because if you decide not to do the academy programs, or you apply and don't get accepted, or you get accepted but then change your mind, or you just watch this presentation tonight and decide that the 8th grade the high school programs, academies, are not for you, I still want you to keep the shared time programs in mind, because you too will have an opportunity to apply to these when you are in 10th grade, if you remain at West Windsor North or South. So it's good for everybody to know about these programs, because if you end up not choosing the academies, 8th graders, you can apply to these when you're in high school. We also work with West Windsor Plainsboro School District for things like transportation, for things like after school activities. The shared time students will get back to their school in time to do sports and clubs and cheerleading, and anything that happens after school, they will still be able to do. And we call them shared time programs because for the juniors and seniors, these are all 2-year programs. So students start in 11th grade, and the second year of the program is 12th grade. You apply now and then come for 2 years. You spend half your day with us. Junior year, the students come from 8 to 10:30, and then they're bused back to West Windsor, either north or south, in time for lunch, and then their academic classes are scheduled in the afternoon. The second year students, it flip-flops. You have your academics at the high school in the morning, and then you're bused to us after lunch, and you're with us from 11:45 till 2:30. As I said, you will get back in time for sports or clubs or after-school activities. And this is all free, by the way. These are free programs. I do like to show this off, and you'll see it again in the Academy presentation. But this is just a list of colleges that our kids have gotten into. This is a combo of kids from the Academy programs and the shared time programs. But many times, back in the day, parents would say, you can't go to the tech school, you're going to college. But the reality is you really can do it all. It's much more about having your options open. It's much more about having many choices. Additionally, so this is a list of the different shared time programs and their location. The SIPEC Center is in Pennington on Bull Run Road. The Assenpink Center is it's in right on the border of West Windsor, right across the street from Mercer County Community College. Each one of these programs is very much a career area. With the exception of welding and cosmetology, all of these programs offer some amount of articulated college credit through Mercer County College. For the shared time programs, the students will just need to enroll at Mercer either after they graduate or some summer in between their junior and senior year, just so they have a transcript in order to put those credits on. Another thing that I like to talk to students about is that career. Students sometimes worry, well, if I do the horticulture and turf care management program, or the diesel program, or the computer game programming class, does that mean I'm going to have to do that for a living? Does this mean I'm relegated to this for the rest of my life? And the answer is, of course, no. One, you're going to learn all kinds of professional skills in all of these classes that you will use in any career. And number two, you're going to have a skill that you can take with you for the rest of your life. Imagine never having to take your car to the shop anymore. Imagine never having to call a repairman to do something on your home, because you've already got those skills. It's a great opportunity. Additionally, all of these programs offer those certifications. So let's say you take the carpentry program, but then you decide you're going to go to Purdue and study philosophy. You can do that. But then you're going to have a great way to make money while you are in school as well. So I always like to point that out. The application itself is very, very simple, and it is the same part for what parents do, or students do, hopefully, when they're filling out the application. You just go to our website, mcts.edu. You find this little drop down, says apply online. You click that link, and a page will open up inviting you to create an account. You create the account first, and then you fill out the application. It takes less than 3 minutes. There is also, as Ms. Smedley said, a wealth of information on this tab right here under the admissions tab. You can see videos like the one I'm about to show you. You can read curriculum stuff. Our program of studies is also under this section, the academics section. And for both Academy and Share Time, there's a ton of information in there. So please do check that out. Let's take a look at this video, and then I'll get into the Academy presentation. Thank you. Please do pay attention for specific classes that you might be interested in. Oh, I should mention one other thing. Students, you can visit any program after your application is in. In fact, you can visit more than one. We encourage those visits because it's a great way for the student to understand if the class is a good fit for them. When you fill out the application, you will have the opportunity to make 3 different choices. You don't have to make 3 choices. If you have your heart set on only one program, you only have to pick one, but you can pick up to 3 first, second, and third choices. Your counselor for the shared time programs, the counselor will be able to request a visit for you. So after you apply, let your counselor know. Say, hey, I applied to the auto collision program and I really want to visit. Your counselor will arrange for you to visit and ride the bus just like the other students, and spend a half a day with us and see if you like it. You'll get to participate. You get to do some hands-on stuff. So that's really, really nice. Take advantage of that. And one other thing I'll add, take a look at these students in this video. They're having a good time. They really like it. It's a really, really nice environment. And it's a great way to learn. It's such a unique way of getting those skills, because you're not just sitting in a classroom, behind a desk reading all day. You're actually up and moving around and doing things. And we have found that students really enjoy that. So take a look at this video, and then we'll get into the academies as well. Thank you.
Welcome to Mercer County Technical Schools.
Magic happens here.
At Mercer County Technical Schools, we believe in career technical education. We prepare students for life, start them on a career pathway, and help them discover their passion and unlock their future. We offer 13 different programs, each with specific certifications and college credit, state-of-the-art technology, and instructors who are professionals in their field. We give students the tools to succeed. These programs are a terrific option for students who are college-bound, students who want to enter the workforce with a career and a certification, or students who want to enter an apprenticeship. Our students have been accepted to some of the best colleges in the world, including Oxford, Penn State, Cornell, Columbia, Princeton, Duke, Johns Hopkins, tons of great New Jersey schools, and of course, Mercer County Community College. 77% of students enrolled in CTE classes go on to college or post-secondary education. CTE students have a 93% graduation rate compared to the national average of 80%. In New Jersey, the graduation rate is 99% versus the state average of 91%. In New Jersey's technical high schools, nearly 11,000 students were enrolled in classes offering college credit. A CTE student will make double the amount of money over the course of their lifetime compared to a student with a high school diploma. Through our relationships with hundreds of business partners throughout Mercer County, we help students with job placement, and many students can take advantage of work-based learning, where they're working in their chosen field, getting paid, and earning high school and often college credits simultaneously. The following classes take place at our Assenpink Center. Students gain an overview of the healthcare field and an introduction to the nursing profession. The program covers anatomy and physiology, medical terminology, human development, and diseases. Certifications in CPR, AED, BLS, and credits from Mercer County Community College make students who complete the program an attractive candidate for a college nursing program or a career in healthcare.
Carpentry.
Students use hand and power tools and learn the technical knowledge of framing, foundations, blueprint reading, and finish carpentry. They also earn their OSHA certification and possible credits from Mercer County Community College and Thomas Edison University through the Northeast Carpenters Apprenticeship Fund.
Computer game programming.
Design and program video and computer games and learn skills such as coding, graphic design, programming, and more in this fast-growing career field with tons of pathways. Earn industry credentials in Oracle Java, Android Developer, and Unity Certified.
Diesel technology.
Diesel students learn to repair, service, and maintain diesel engines. They work on such equipment as autos, buses, ships, trucks, railroad locomotives, and construction equipment. Students earn certifications in OSHA, entry-level ASC, and credit from Mercer County Community College's Auto Tech program.
Electrician.
Students learn to maintain and repair electrical systems in residential and commercial buildings, wiring, power transmission, plus safety and inspection techniques. Students also gain college credit from Mercer County Community College along with their OSHA certification.
Heating, ventilation, air conditioning, refrigeration technology.
The HVAC program not only includes instruction in the principles of heating and cooling technology, but students in the program also earn their OSHA certification, credit from Mercer County Community College, and their Universal EPA certification and become certified refrigerant handlers. The welding program follows the American Welding Society program guidelines and offers students many career pathways such as metal fabrication, pipe welding, industrial maintenance, weld inspector, and more. The program involves both hands-on and theory lessons and helps build the students' knowledge base in math measurements, welding processes, and design, while covering safety, welding equipment, MIG and TIG welding, and flame cutting. In addition to OSHA certifications, students will test and apply to become an AWS certified welder. The following classes take place at our SIPEC Center.
Auto body collision and repair technology.
Students gain the skills to repair, reconstruct, and finish auto bodies. They work on car exteriors and gain instruction in damage repair, mechanical and electrical components, plus painting and refinishing techniques. In addition to using state-of-the-art equipment, our students gain their OSHA certification, ASE certification, and credit from Mercer County Community College's auto program.
Automotive mechanics technology.
The Auto Tech program gives students the skills to repair, service, and maintain all types of automobiles. It includes instruction in brake systems, electrical systems, engine performance, engine repair, and much more. We are certified by NATEF, the National Automotive Technicians Education Foundation. All students in the program have the opportunity to earn industry credentials such as OSHA and ASC, Automotive Service Excellence, plus articulated credits from Mercer County Community College's Auto Tech program.
Cosmetology.
Cosmetology is a licensing program. Students receive instruction in both clinical and practical, learning professional techniques in hair and scalp care, hair shaping, coloring and treatments, nail structure and disease, skin care, and career development. After 1,000 hours of required instruction, our students are ready to take and pass the New Jersey State Cosmetology Licensing Exam. We have one of the highest passing rates in the state.
Culinary arts.
Our program prepares students for a professional role in the fast-growing commercial culinary and baking fields. Learn recipe and menu planning, food prep, purchasing, management of food supplies, kitchen safety, and the aesthetics of food presentation. Students work in our state-of-the-art kitchens with experienced and professional chefs. Students will earn their ServSafe certification from the National Restaurant Association while competing in Skills USA and ProStart.
Graphic design.
This program is a great combination of design and artistic concepts and technical skills, using hands-on, state-of-the-art technology to create both print as well as digital art. Students can earn OSHA certification and industry credentials in Adobe Creative Cloud programs like Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop.
Horticulture and turf care management.
Work with indoor and outdoor plants and ground covers and gain the skills of a landscape architect. Learn the principles of horticulture, gardening, turf maintenance, equipment operation, environmental science, and landscape design, as well as the business side of the landscape industry. Includes OSHA certification and FFA membership, plus possible credits from Mercer County Community College and Delaware Valley University. Here's how it works. Students are bused to Mercer County Technical Schools by their home school for half the day. That's why we call them shared time classes. Our AM session runs from 8 to 10:30, and you'll get back to your school in time for lunch, then have your academics in the afternoon at your home school. The PM session is after lunch from 11:45 to 2:30, and you'll have your academics in the morning. Either way, you can still participate in clubs, sports, after-school activities, and still be a part of your home school's community. Here's how to apply. Talk to your counselor, then visit our website at mcts.edu and find the banner that says Apply and Register. Choose the following school year and follow the instructions. Once you've applied, we'll get in touch with your counselor to obtain your transcripts and attendance information. And we encourage all students to visit. Guest day visits can be arranged through your counselor as well. Here's a couple more things to remember. Programs fill up fast, so apply now. Speak to your counselor about us and about all of your options. They will work with us to make your schedule fit. Check out all of our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. You can watch or listen to staff and student podcasts and videos like the MCTS Experience, the Superintendent's View, the Principal's Office, and much more on YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon, and Apple. We hope to see you soon at Mercer County Technical Schools. Meet new people, gain new skills, discover your passion, and unlock your future. Mercer County Technical Schools.
Thanks for hanging in there, everybody. There's a couple of things that the video doesn't necessarily point out that I also want to say. Speaking about the shared time programs now, it's very important to apply now. Apply before December 1st. These programs, yes, they definitely do fill up fast. They're very popular. But also the first wave of applications gets looked at by anybody who, if you apply before December 1st, that's the first like cutoff, if you will. And then after that, it goes to rolling admissions. So anybody who applies before December 1st is going to get that first crack at a spot. We look at your grades, we look at your transcripts and attendance information. But applying early really does give your student a leg up. Now, if you end up on a wait list, that is not a bad thing. Lots of students do come off the wait list. If you apply and get accepted, we ask, it's very, very important that if you change your mind, it's okay to change your mind. But please do let us know, by May, because we do want to give that opportunity to another student if you're not going to come. It would be not very nice or very fair to hold that spot and then go the entire summer and let us know 2 days before school starts that you're not coming. So I know that no one here would ever do that. Also, students who are seniors in the program, the second-year students, do have an opportunity, the kids that are doing well in the class, to go out on what's called work-based learning. We actually find them work in their career area. So a student in the graphic arts program, we might find them work in a print shop or with a web designer or a photography studio or something like that, something that really applies directly to what they're learning in the class. Then they're getting paid. They're getting 20 credits on their high school transcript, and they're still potentially earning that college credit. So it's a great deal for some of the seniors. The video did say this, but I'll encourage you again to please follow us on Instagram at MCTSNJ. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. There's all kinds of content there. We have podcasts. And then if you are my age, you can also follow us on Facebook. Okay. I think that's it, and I think we can get into the Academy presentations now, and then we'll have time. Looks like we will have time for questions. So let's get into those academies. There we go. I'm going to skip that video. And we refer to it as a highly specialized learning environment. Because the students in place of their electives are having instead of taking pottery or wood shop or cooking for singles or other typical high school electives, their electives are in one of these three specialized areas. And so these academy programs, when I say the academies, we're referring to one of the three academies: the Health Science Academy, the STEM Academy, or the Academy of Culinary Arts. All of these are regular high school programs. Students will graduate from us. We'll get your state ID number. You'll be with us for 4 years until you graduate, and get your diploma from us and the whole 9 yards. You have to meet all the same graduation requirements as you would at any Mercer County high school. But your electives are in those specialized areas. So you'll see, like for Health Science Academy, you might have a class like basic life saving or global health or medical terminology. In STEM, the electives are engineering related, like computer aided drawing or AutoCAD or principles of engineering or robotics, things like that, 3D printing. And the Academy of Culinary Arts, of course, all of your elective blocks are spent in the kitchen, cooking or learning other cooking related skills. The academies are also a lot of fun. You're around students that are very much interested in the same things. And of course, the college credit are perhaps one of our bigger selling points. Sometimes you're earning credits for a class that we teach on our campus. An example I like to use is third year English. The junior year English is aligned with the curriculum of Mercer County College's English 101. So you're not only earning the 5 credits that you need for your third year of English in high school, you're also earning 3 credits from Mercer County College's English 101 class. Unlike the shared time programs where students have to apply to Mercer after they graduate, our kiddos will start high school with a Mercer County Community College transcript and account. And later on, they have the opportunity to take classes in their senior year at the campus of Mercer County Community College. We bus them there for that. However, the other transportation is still provided by West Windsor Plainsboro. It's a great partnership, and they do work with us. And the students are also eligible to do sports and after-school activities at High School North or High School South. Any kind of curricular things that you'd like to see, or the course sequence, all of that stuff is on our website under that academics tab that says Program of Studies. Another fun thing about all 3 academies is we have some of our own clubs, like student council, debate team, robotics club, math league, National Honor Society, and we also do some fun activities like prom and bowling nights and movie nights, just to keep up that sense of community. Of course, the Academy of Culinary Arts, my favorite. You can't tell it from looking at me, because all you see is my head, but I do like to eat, and I spend some time saying hello in the kitchen, hoping to get some snacks. The Academy of Culinary Arts students all earn their ServSafe certification. Another great thing, all 3 academies have competitions against other high schools. In Skills USA, the STEM kiddos compete in Skills USA. The Culinary Academy kids do ProStart, which is sponsored by the National Restaurant Association, and the Health Science Academy students do HOSA, Health Occupation Students of America. Obviously, we're very proud of our track record and our academics, and I invite you to take a look at do a deep dive on that curriculum. That's a live linked document on our website. Just like the shared time programs, that transportation, the students will be picked up at one of the 2 high schools, South or North, and taken to us. But instead of coming home at lunchtime, they're with us the whole day, and then they'll get bused back at the end of the day. They are still eligible to do the sports and clubs. The 120 credits, it's actually 135 credits because we added in a couple more CTE requirements. Students have to take a couple of those classes every year. As far as the admissions process and acceptance goes, the application is exactly the same as we showed before on our website. You just find that little drop-down Apply Online, create the account, and fill out the application. The visit for the academy students where normally the counselors schedule that visit for the shared time, this visit is actually scheduled by the parents. So parents, after your student has applied, after you've completed that application, you can actually go onto our website under the admissions tab and request that guest day visit. We will get in touch with the counselors at Community Middle School and Grover Middle School to get your child's transcripts and attendance. We do look at some other things like NJSLA scores and things of that nature, but it's nothing daunting. It's nothing too intimidating. We also invite all of the applicants in February to come to our campus and take a very easy reading and math test. It's 30 questions each, 30 questions reading, 30 questions math, and then all of that stuff gets cooked up into a soup. While you don't have an application encouragement by December 1st, you should definitely apply before the holiday break because you want to get that visited. We want you to come and visit us. And number two, by February, we need to have your information on file so we can invite you to come and take that test. If you don't take that test in February, we're not going to have the data points. It will be an incomplete application. So by the way, that visit, both for the academies and for the shared time, that visit is for the student. That visit has nothing to do with whether you get accepted or not. That visit is for you because we want you to make sure it's a good fit for you. We want to make sure that you will enjoy being here for the next 4 years. And I do realize it is a big decision. Keep in mind also you are going up against, as it were, students from all over Mercer County, not just West Windsor. There's Hopewell, there's Trenton, there's Ewing, there's all three Hamilton high schools, Hightstown or East Windsor, Robbinsville, et cetera, et cetera. This video will be very informative. Again, I invite you to take a look at the smiling faces of the students, and we can talk all about the academies and the shared time programs, and I'll answer a ton of questions after this. So stay with us.
Attention all Mercer County 8th grade students. Mercer County Technical Schools is thrilled to invite you to apply to one of our free, full-time, 4-year high school academy programs specializing in culinary arts, health science, or STEM. Each of these programs offers college credit, training in your specific field, hands-on project-based learning, and all the academics of a typical high school. In our 50-plus years of providing career technical education to Mercer County high school students, we've discovered that the more interested a student is in what they're learning, the more they like coming to school, and the better they do in school. These programs are just like regular high school. You'll still have math and English and gym and all the typical courses you'd have at any New Jersey high school, but your electives are all in your specific area of study. So for example, instead of having electives in art, or pottery, or woodshop, in the STEM Academy, you'll take computer science or engineering design or integrated manufacturing. In the Health Science Academy, you'll have anatomy and physiology or medical terminology or dynamics of healthcare. In the Culinary Arts Academy, you'll spend all your elective time in the kitchen with our chefs. You might plan a menu for a food truck or get certified in food safety or help prepare food for a party of 50 people. Let's take a closer look at each of these academies.
Culinary Arts Academy.
The Culinary Arts Academy is also located at our SIPEX Center in Pennington. Students will learn all aspects of the culinary world over their 4 years in the academy. Kitchen safety, chef skills, cooking, baking, knife cuts, butchering, menu planning, hospitality, food presentation, and business. We have relationships with Johnson & Wales and the Culinary Institute of America, and our instructors are real chefs from some of the finest restaurants. Whether your pathway is to run your own restaurant, become an executive chef, food scientist, nutritionist, health inspector, or have a whole different career, but learn great cooking skills you'll use forever. If you're passionate about food and cooking, the Culinary Academy is for you. It includes credentials such as ServSafe Food Handler, ServSafe Manager, and possible certificates from ProStart and the National Restaurant Association. The Health Science Academy was established in 2010 and is located at our Assenpink Center, right across the street from Mercer County Community College. We have numerous business partnerships with healthcare organizations, guest speakers, project-based learning, and tons of possible pathways to a career in the healthcare industry. Whether you want to be a doctor, a nurse, a researcher, medical technician, phlebotomist, the list is huge. Students may also earn industry-valued certifications in bloodborne pathogens, basic life-saving, CPR, and automated external defibrillator.
STEM Academy.
The STEM Academy, Digital Electronics, Computer Science, and Engineering Design. The STEM Academy was established in 2015. It's located at our SciPEC Center in Pennington. Once again, we have tons of business partnerships, project-based learning, and much of our curriculum is from Project Lead the Way. Students take classes from an engineering pathway and get a taste of computer science, engineering design, digital electronics, and a host of other great STEM electives. It includes certifications in Autodesk 360 and OSHA. Students in all three academies have the opportunity to earn dual credit through our articulation agreement with Mercer County Community College. Sometimes students earn college credit for a course that we teach on our campus. Other times, students can take classes at Mercer County College on their campus. Students also have the option to take and pay for classes on their own at MCCC, but that is not required. Just by doing the courses in our sequence, students can earn between 30 and 60 credits while they're still in high school. Please note, these are not associate's degree programs, but rather an opportunity for students to get a great high school education in a career they love while earning college credits along the way. For a listing of which courses are dual credit, which courses are required, and what a typical year might look like, please visit our website, mcts.edu. All three academies have clubs and activities like debate team, student council, National Honor Society, prom, and yearbook. There are also competitive activities for each academy like Math League, Robotics Club, and our state champion gaming team, the Wizards, plus school-wide organizations such as Skills USA, ProStart, and HOSA, Health Occupation Students of America. Best of all students are still eligible to participate in sports and activities at their home school. These programs are a terrific option for students who are college-bound, students who want to enter the workforce with a career and a certification, or students who want to enter an apprenticeship. Our students have been accepted to some of the best colleges in the world, including Oxford, Penn State, Cornell, Columbia, Princeton, Duke, Johns Hopkins, tons of great New Jersey schools, and of course, Mercer County Community College. Here's how it works. The academies are open to any rising ninth grade resident of Mercer County. Students are bused to us from their home high school first thing in the morning. They spend the whole day with us, including lunch and all of their academic classes and electives. And then at the end of the day, they're bused back to their home high school. Students will arrive in time to participate in sports and after-school activities and still be a part of that community as well, but their school day is spent with us. Here's how to apply. Talk to your counselor, then visit our website at mcts.edu and find the banner that says Apply and Register. Choose high school from the drop-down and follow the instructions for the following school year. After applying, we encourage you to come and visit us. We want to make sure that these academies are a good fit for you as well. After you apply, your parents should request a guest day visit on our website. At the end of January or early February, we arrange to have all applicants come and take a reading and math test. All of this information is weighed along with your grades and transcripts, and we make our selections for the admissions committee. Letters will go out in the springtime informing students they've been accepted, and a wait list is formed for students that were not accepted. Here's a couple more things to remember. These programs fill up fast, so apply now. Speak to your counselor and your parents about all of your options. Check out all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. You can watch or listen to staff and student podcasts and videos like the MCTS Experience, the Superintendent's View, the Principal's Office, and much more on YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon, and Apple. We hope to see you soon at Mercer County Technical Schools. Meet new people, gain new skills, discover your passion, and unlock your future. Mercer County Technical Schools.
Happy here.
All right. Thanks everybody for staying with us. Two other things I want to mention. The first one is very important within the STEM Academy. we are now offering an additional pathway. For years, it has just been engineering and nothing else. When you apply now, you will also see another choice for, it says STEM Academy Junior ROTC. Your students are not going to be made to join the military or anything like that. However, and there will still be some engineering classes, so there is some overlap with the engineering program. However, in place of gym, they will have ROTC drills and marching and things of that nature for gym class. And then of the 8 engineering electives, 4 of them will be replaced by leadership electives. And otherwise, a lot of the other academy stuff is the same. The college credits that are articulated is the same. That is just another opportunity for students. It's still within that same academy. You'll just need to choose your pathway when you apply. We encourage that visit. We encourage you to apply as soon as possible. And as far as the college credits go, please just know that it's you can earn 30 to 40 credits the way we've got it just laid out. If you do that sequence just how we have it and take the classes that we recommend at the college during your senior year, you can earn that much. We do occasionally have students who go above and beyond and take classes out of the sequence and take classes in the summertime or in the evening. And those students can go on to get as many as 60 college credits. I would love to answer some questions now. Hi, Ms. Smedley. How'd we do with the Q&A?
Great. I think I just want to start 2 things that came up several times that I want to definitely highlight. And we are a unique district in our county. And so I just want to clarify the materials or the video did say like residents of Mercer County. So just want to be really clear. We go by what county our district is located in. And so these programs, everything that Mr. Orff talked about tonight, we encourage and welcome, and they welcome, and it is cost-free to all students who are members of our district. So regardless of whether you live in Plainsboro or West Windsor, or I know we have some Cranberry addresses as well, you are part of our district and therefore fit within the live in Mercer counties because it's all tied to our school district. So just want to be clear that anyone who's attending Grover or CMS who lives with a Plainsboro address, we know that you technically do live in Middlesex County, but you are welcome and encouraged to apply. And preference is given to Mercer County. You know, like that's where we want you to go. So that this is our technical school program, and so highly encourage all of our students to apply to MCTS. And the other one I saw a lot of is just around kind of admission questions. So Mr. Orff, maybe you can take this one around prep with the test. And
Yeah.
2, I think you covered this, but just kind of giving, well, let's do like some entry requirements. If you could remind everyone of like targeted timelines, but also some questions, repeated questions in the chat or in the Q&A about is there any prep required for the test? What does that cover? What does that actually look like?
Absolutely. So for that test, please don't prepare for it. Just get a good night's sleep. It is 8th grade level material. It's based on the New Jersey standards. Any student doing okay in 8th grade will crush the test. So you don't need to be concerned about that. We just use it as another data point to pair up with the students' NJSLA scores. So please do not worry about preparing for that test. And as far as the admissions requirements for the shared time programs, we look at your math, science, and English grades from 9th grade, your math, science, and English grades from first marking period of 10th grade, and your attendance. We do ask the schools to share with us the discipline records. So if there are any, they're not worried about a student who got a detention for having their phone out or little things like that. It's much more about like fighting or drug use or things that are going to present a safety issue for the other students in the class, because these are shops. So we've got cars up on lifts, we've got kitchens with knives and fire and things like that. So it's much more about just keeping everybody safe. For the academies, yes, there is that admissions assessment, the NJSLA scores, and then the same thing, attendance plus math, science, and English from 7th grade, and math, science, and English from first marking period of 8th grade. And that's it. Very simple.
Great, thank you. Just
You're welcome.
scrolling through. Another one that came up, I would say three or four times was, and this is philosophical. So I'm going to let you answer first, and then I'll also give or can offer a perspective.
Okay.
From my position is kind of which of these programs, what would these programs be good for a student who's interested in a 7-year med program, kind of like within that, what does MCTS offer the student who's really motivated for one of those accelerated BSMD programs?
Sure. So I can answer this question with it's a two-part answer. All right. The first answer is I would say that if you have CTE in a health science academy program, you're going to have some some certifications like automatic external defibrillator and basic life saving and first aid. Things like that on your transcript are going to look good and maybe differentiate you a little bit from a typical high school student who has a good grades and good attendance. But also my guess is that your student is probably a high achieving kid and going to do great at West Windsor North or South or at our school. So I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but I guess what I'm saying is if your student is a high achieving student who's doing well in school, let's make it more about where they're going to enjoy going to high school. Come and visit, see if it's a good fit for them and if they like it, and give them that good high school experience that fits best for them.
Yeah, awesome. I would echo the same thing. That one of the things that I think that we struggle with as adults and having gone through it is that we're sort of trying to find the magic pill or the magic formula for how to get into the programs. And I can tell you as a 23-year veteran of doing this work with students, there's no formula for getting into BSMD programs. And the truth is the process is not necessarily fair or equal. And so, and it goes into it, there's a variety of factors that are equated into those programs. And so I think one thing that we forget to do is really what is good fit. And that starts with like where you go to high school, what you choose to get involved in, clubs, activities, sports, civic organizations, outside activities. And yeah, it has to be 4 years goes really fast. You're in this workshop with us or info session with us tonight, and you're gonna blink and it's gonna be, I'll be back here with you in 4 years doing senior parent night and you'll be talking about it. But I would say the message is the same of, yeah, go and check out what MCTS has to offer. It's low risk to go see what it is. Put your application in if you're at all interested, because hopefully everyone caught that Mr. Orff said this is admissions for the entire county. So 13 school districts in the county. We are one of the bigger ones, but you want to be able to put yourself out there that you are interested. Go and take the tour, talk about it as a family, about ask your child, what do they want? I mean, I think one thing that is a benefit to some students is our high schools are between 1,500 and 1,600 students. That's not the environment for everyone. MCTS has slightly, a smaller number of students, which is a great fit, especially we find, and they have to be small for those share time programs, especially. So I don't know, Mr. Orff, do you want to talk about like, what's your average class size in the technical programs?
We take 40 kids per grade per academy, and we split that into two, so 20 kids per academy or per class, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, that's right with us. I think our average is creeping up. Unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast, right? Our population's starting to go up, but we're in that like 22 to 24 range for our classes. but you really get, and you're kind of, they're in a cohort, right? Which is sort of a little bit different than in our high schools. You might see, just like your children have been on different teams. Through those of you who are eighth grade parents here tonight, they've been on a different team, they've been with a different homeroom teacher. And when, some students do really well in having that secure, smaller environment where you really get to know and spend time with that same group of students, and that's not for everyone either. So these are things to kind of consider too, that I would say that's like a pretty big difference of our size of total school population and class size versus the technical schools.
Miss Medley, do you mind? There's a couple of questions that I can answer really, really quickly here in the
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
Q&A.
Jump in.
If you don't mind, I'm just going to bang through some of them.
Sure.
Will attending this program impact the amount of time for regular school classes and homework? Not really. I'm assuming that's about the shared time program, because you're going to be in elective classes anyway. It's not like you're going to have half the day free if you don't do these. So no. And in fact, a lot of students do better when they're coming to the shared time programs. OSHA certification that stands for Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and it is a certification that a lot of construction programs or auto tech programs, diesel, horticulture, they all get that OSHA cert. It's a workplace safety certification that a lot of employers really, really like to see. You will keep that with you afterwards. That's not for Mercer County College or for us. They'll have that like an adult. We do not have summer classes. These classes, these are high school classes, happens during the school day. We do offer summer camps for middle school kids, so keep your eyes out for that. Can I apply in eighth grade? Yes. For the academy programs, you must apply in eighth grade and then attend in ninth. However, the shared time programs, you must apply in 10th and come in 11th and 12th. We got that pre-med question.
How about, can I switch from shared time to full time? And I think there were also ones about, can you switch programs once you start? Is there switching, like, is there transferability within the programs?
The quick answer is no to both. If you're in a shared time program and it's the first week or two of school and you really are interested in something else for some reason, and there's room in that program, it is possible to switch, but generally that's why we encourage that visit. You really make sure that you like it. And no, you can't switch from the shared time to the academy or vice versa either. You kind of have to make that choice, I'm sorry to say.
How about one question, I think, especially, when we're looking at like academic competitiveness, but I do see it in here specifically, like we saw in the video or in the slides about typical like trajectory of classes. So some questions around like, if a student's already taking geometry or algebra 2 in eighth grade, like how do you handle like math, placement?
We just accelerate them. So as long as if there's a student, for example, in Algebra 2 right now as an eighth grader, we would start them in pre-calculus as a freshman, or you can if they're in geometry now as an eighth grader, we'd start them in Algebra 2 as a freshman. They would not need to go back and repeat something that they've already done.
Okay, great. I think we're doing pretty well here. So I know there were some questions about if you came on late or a little bit delayed, the recording tonight's presentation will be available on the district's YouTube channel. Definitely by the end of the week. Usually our tech people are able to do that within about 48 hours. But you check back there. If you don't subscribe to the WWP channel, I would say, especially for parents of eighth graders, but parents of 10th graders or families of 10th graders, it's a good thing. All of the programs offered by the counseling department, of which we have them every year. Coming up, I might as well just do the plug now. We have our program of studies night where we'll talk about kind of college planning, the 4-year process. Each high school will have its own night so that we know we have plenty of room in the audience. That will also be on Zoom webinar. So, but we do record all of these programs. It's a lot of information to digest. We do the Mercer County Technical Schools presentation at this time of year because it is actively, I just want to keep saying that as many times as possible. This is the time to apply. So you may still have questions. No one is asking you to make a decision now, but if you have an interest, applying now is critical, so that you're in that first wave of consideration and have the best chance of getting into the first program, first choice program. And, talking through and fleshing out, is this something you definitely want to do? Is it a maybe? Do I want to visit, like apply and then do a visit? That is something I would encourage you as family members, to contact the school counselor your child's assigned to, but also for students, you're welcome to go and see Ms. Staffieri is the 8th grade counselor at CMS, and Ms. Greiner is the 8th grade counselor at GMS, and they would be happy to have an appointment with you, take some time and really think through, like, is this a good fit? But if you're even thinking about applying, do your application soon.
Absolutely. Yes, I couldn't have said it better myself.
All right. Well, we're right at 7:30. I think we are doing great on timing. And again, just want to thank Mr. Orff for coming tonight and giving us information about all the programs. And if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to your school counselor. Remember that the MCTS website has lots of really great information on it. And we'll continue the conversation, and you can mark your calendar for the program of studies nights.
I'm so sorry, Miss Smedley. Very, very quickly, there's just 2 that I really want to check in on.
Sure.
The parent with a student about an IEP. We take IEPs. We have a child study team. Their IEP will be followed. We'll actually make it our own and invite you to that 30-day intake meeting. So we have plenty of students with IEPs and 504s. And if I see somebody with a child who's in 11th grade, please have your child encourage them to talk to their counselor about the career prep programs. Those are just for seniors only that they can apply to. All right.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Orff, for coming. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing those applications come in and staying in communication with all of you. So, thank you, and we wish everyone a good night.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks, Miss Medley.
Bye.